February 24th, 1967. The jungles of Vietnam hide an invisible enemy. A battalion of South Vietnamese Army Rangers is walking straight into an ambush. Their only chance? A single unarmed plane with one man inside. Captain Hilliard A. Wilbanks. Armed with just an M16 rifle, he does something that no one would believe, and it costs him everything. This is the story of an extraordinary act of bravery in the Vietnam War. Welcome back to Aero Exploration and another installment of This Week in Aviation History. We're going back to February 24th, 1967 to tell the story of Medal of Honor recipient Hilliard Wilbanks. Hilliard Wilbanks was born in the small town of Cornelia, Georgia in 1933. A quiet kid with big ambitions. In 1950, at just 17 years old, he joined the U.S. Air Force. At first, he wasn't a pilot, but he served as an air policeman. But something inside him was drawn to the sky, and by 1955, he had earned his commission and his wings. Fast forward now to the 1960s, and Captain Wilbanks found himself in the cockpit of an aircraft far less powerful than a fighter jet, the Cessna O-1 Bird Dog. A tiny single-engine reconnaissance plane, no weapons, no armor, just a radio and a pilot's courage. So let's talk about the aircraft itself. The Cessna Bird Dog, a seemingly modest aircraft, played a pivotal role in conflicts where every piece of intelligence could mean the difference between life and death for troops on the ground. Now, the story of the Bird Dog begins in the aftermath of World War II, when the U.S. military was seeking a rugged and versatile aircraft for reconnaissance and liaison duties. In 1950, Cessna introduced the L-19 Bird Dog, a high-wing single-engine aircraft that offered unmatched visibility and slow flight capabilities, perfect for observation and artillery spotting. With a wingspan of 36 feet and powered by a Continental 0470-11 engine producing 213 horsepower, this two-seat aircraft was designed for observation and liaison missions. The high-wing design and the large windows provided pilots with unparalleled visibility, which was essential for the reconnaissance tasks. The Bird Dogs also saw action in the Korean War. The success of the aircraft in Korea set the stage for its indispensable role in Vietnam. As the Vietnam War escalated, the need for precise aerial reconnaissance became paramount. Enter the role of the forward air controller. These brave pilots flew the Bird Dog into hostile territory and identified enemy positions, directed airstrikes, and coordinated rescue missions on the ground. Though not armed with weapons, these pilots had smoke rockets and a radio so that they could mark an enemy target and guide fighter jets to their objectives. Despite the effectiveness, the Bird Dog was a dangerous and vulnerable aircraft. Unlike the heavily armed jets that they would work with, the Bird Dog was completely unarmed. Aside from those smoke rockets, these pilots flew low enough to draw a lot of small arms fire, and many paid the ultimate price. Over 469 Bird Dogs were lost in Vietnam, and forward air control pilots were 5 times more likely to be shot down than other aviators. Yet their role remained crucial in minimizing collateral damage and ensuring mission success. It's February 24th, 1967, and Captain Wilbanks is flying alone on a routine reconnaissance mission over the jungles near Da Lat, Vietnam. The morning sun cuts through the mist and everything seems quiet. Too quiet. Then he sees them, a large force of Viet Cong hidden in the foliage. They're preparing to ambush an advancing South Vietnamese Ranger Battalion. If they walk into this trap, they will be slaughtered. Wilbanks knows he has to act, and act fast. Wilbanks radios for air support, but they're just too far away, and this is time that the Rangers don't have. So, alone, outnumbered, in an aircraft built for observation and not for combat, he refuses to just watch. He banks the Bird Dog sharply and dives. Flying just above the treetops, Wilbanks opens his side window and does the unthinkable. He grabs his M16 rifle and he starts firing out of the plane at the enemy below. Pass after pass, he sprays rounds down on the Viet Cong, shocking them and breaking up their attack. For the type of aircraft he's in, the lack of armor, it is an insane task, but it's working. The South Vietnamese Rangers hear the gunfire and realize it's a trap. They take cover and they start fighting back. Wilbanks knows he's in danger. He's low, he's slow, and now the enemy's shooting back. On his final pass, bullets rip through the aircraft. He's hit, and the Bird Dog pummels into the jungle below, crashing between the two forces. Captain Wilbanks is mortally wounded, but because of him, the Rangers have time to escape the trap. The ambush has failed, and Captain Wilbanks has given his life to save them. For his extraordinary heroism, Captain Wilbanks was posthumously awarded the Medal of Honor. His story isn't just about war. It's about sacrifice, courage, and the choices that define us. One man, one rifle, and one unbreakable will. Because sometimes the greatest battles aren't fought with weapons. They're fought with heart. History often remembers the fastest jets, the biggest bombers, the largest campaigns, but sometimes the most powerful stories can come from one single action. Thank you so much for taking the time to hear the story of Captain Wilbanks on aero exploration and This Week in Aviation History. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more stories of aviation history and the incredible people who shaped it.